So this is going to be a Revit video. So in this Revit file, it's I've got 2-inch composite decking here, you can see. So I've created this as a beam. So they have decking in Revit, decking family, but if you want to use it the way we use it in Advanced Steel, we need to create a profile. So if I minimize this for a second, this is that same model, and as you can see, this decking is 2-inch 18 gauge composite floor decking. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this one deck here, and this one piece of deck, and let's get my panel on here, and I want to just highlight this one piece of decking. So this is this one piece of decking, 2-inch. So what we're going to do is I'm going to change this to a 3-inch by 18, so it's larger decking. So there we go. So you can see the system line is not at the bottom of that. It doesn't really matter for now, but I will position this 1.5 so that that's at the bottom, just for my Advanced Steel mod. Alright. So this is now my decking. So the first thing we need to do is get the profile of this deck. So if we see up here, there's an icon here, insert beam cross section. Select the beam. We'll just put it on the center, and you can see we get a nice little cross section through this. So what we can now do is select this cross section and explode it. Double click, and you can see that this is, click on it and right click, you can see it's a polyline. So now my UCS is actually the way I want it, so I'm just going to locate it between these 2 points. 1, 2, and then I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to clipboard, copy with base point, and I'll use that base point, and I'm going to open a new document. I'm going to delete everything except for one of these lines, so I know where the origin is, and then I'm going to do Control V, and you can see there's my decking. I'm going to put it in at the 0, point. Let's delete this point. So that is where I want it now. Zoom all, so you can see that's what we got. So let's save that. So save as, you can see I have a deck profile here previously, so that was the first one I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to name it a deck profile, I'm going to name it 3-inch composite deck. Okay, so now I have a DWG file with the profile in it. So now we're going to go back to Revit. I'm in Revit here. What I want to do is go to File, New, and go to the side and New Family. And I want to go Family Templates, English, that's right. And then I want to go down to Structural. So I'm going to create beams, structural framing beams. So pick this, okay. So this here is family. So what I'm going to do now is this is the reference level. So this here is what controls everything, really, the line. You can see here's the reference for the center point. Stick right symbol. So this is everything you got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the left side. So let's click on the left side, and you can see we're in the front of this beam. So this is that shape that we start with in the template here. So I'm going to delete that. So now if I want to import a profile here, I'm going to go to Insert Beam Cross Section, So what I'm going to do is import CAD file, right? So let's do insert, import CAD file, 3-inch composite deck. You can see it here. Open, and it brings it right in on that where I had the origin. So this might not be exactly where you want it to be, but it's good enough for me right now. So we basically just have the center point between here and here. So now we can see our decking. So if we go back to the reference level, we don't see anything, right? So we come back here. So what we want to do is create an extrusion of this. So we want to go to create, extrusion, name, and we're going to do reference, center, left, right. Okay. Now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to pick lines. I'm going to hover over one line, click on the tab, and that'll highlight everything. And then I'll select everything. It says down here, I'm getting a warning that the line sketch is slightly off the axis. So I'm not going to worry about that for now. So, looks like it'll be okay. So, this now is my profile. So, I have extruded this. And what I'm going to do is select everything. And then filter this. And I just want to import in families. And OK. Then I'm going to go to this pin, unpin that. Then right click and delete, and that'll delete the DWG file that's in there. Sorry, so I've deleted the DWG file. So what we're going to do now is go back to the front view, and you can see there's your decking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this out. So let's stretch this out here to this line, and then we want to lock that in, and then we want to stretch this out to this line, and we want to lock that in. Then we're going to go back to the reference, and you can see there's your decking. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to click out here, and I'm going to do File, Save as Family, and I'm going to name this 3-inch composite deck. Save. Now I just saved it in the actual folder for the project, so I can load this into the project now. So let's go back to the project. And we will go back to reference level, load in the project. Composite deck is right there. So let's go in here. So, sorry, I just drawn in some deck there. So if I select this deck, you can see that this is 2-inch composite deck. So let's just zoom down to this one, and we'll click this one, edit type, and let's see what we got here. 3-inch composite deck. So this is a new family I've created with 3-inch composite deck. I should really create a family with all these deck in them, so I've got some work to do still. For now, this will work for me because I'll only have a couple of different types of decking. And OK. And we can see that that decking is now 3-inch composite decking. And that's good. So now all we need to do is change it all to 3-inch composite decking. So select all instances in entire project, edit type, and go here again, 3-inch composite decking, OK, and all that decking will update to 3-inch decking. Okay,